5 minutes, and the clock's to my right.
Can we go? All right, good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. As a former parent, teacher, vice principal, and now principal for the second time, I bring with me a wealth of knowledge of what it's like to live in an alien building that is so close to my heart. Curriculum should be the main objective of every principal. However, my main priority every day is the safety of the building and how it will impact the students, the staff, and the community that very day. I will focus today on the 3 items outlined by the Heritage Committee as the main reasons to save this building: the playful windows, the open staircase, and the roof. Although I don't claim to understand what a playful window is, I do know what a restrictive window is. The classroom windows are very small, open a very small amount, and do not allow for proper airflow. Although in our eco audit yesterday, we did learn that there is a great deal of heat escaping out of the windows and a recommendation to replace them. A few weeks ago, grade 3 and 6 students wrote the provincial-wide EQAO test in rooms that were recorded at 34 degrees. Imagine having to write the most important and widely publicized test in which you and your school are evaluated in a room at 34 degrees. Would you be able to do your best? Why don't these students deserve the opportunity to do their very best? And on to the stairs, where our students do their best to get up and down the 3 flights of stairs that have gaps so large that any primary child could easily fit through and fall. Luckily, this hasn't happened yet. We did have one student less than a month ago get her arm physically stuck in one of the staircases leading to the basement. We had to go and get a caretaker to unbolt the railing from the wall to release her. The stairs, as you have heard, do not meet the minimum safety code by today's standards. We did try to have them altered to meet safety code, but we're told it could not be done. Don't these students deserve safe stairs? And finally, the roof. Granted, I am not a trained roofing expert. That is not what I went to school for. However, I have become an expert on what to do when your roof fails and fails and fails and fails again. It is the gift that keeps on giving. I have become an expert in relocating students and staff when there is a flood in any number of our classrooms, and how to fill out insurance forms on how to recoup some of the funds lost to those floods. Since our meeting, June 2nd, a mere 13 days ago, we have dealt with 2 floods in 3 classrooms, resulting in lost carpets, student books, damaged floor tiles, but most importantly, student work that cannot be replaced. I know who to call when twice sinks have fallen off of the walls in the bathroom. Neither sink has fallen on a child yet. I know who to call when the ceiling tiles randomly fall off the 2nd floor gym roof. No tile has landed on a child yet, but we have had one very close call. I know who to call when random chunks of concrete fall off the points of my roof. No chunk has landed on a staff member yet, but we've had one very close call. I know who to call when the ceiling starts to mold because there is so much water that has pooled in the area between the roof and the ceiling. And yes, we have had allergic reactions and have had to move staff and students into different rooms. But yes, we have the air quality tested very regularly. And while heating concerns aren't part of the Heritage portfolio, it is in mine. I know who to call when a decision needs to be made to close the school because yet again, we have no heat. I know how to get the message out to the community to leave their jobs and come to pick up their children. For some of our parents, this is an inconvenience. For many of our parents, this is a real hardship. I wish I had photos to show you for those frequent fall and winter days when the boiler isn't working quite right and when students and staff are wearing their hats, their mitts, and their coats during instructional time. How is this allowing our students the opportunity to do their very best? All that being said, the current building was designed for a different student population with special needs. Our school has 16 classrooms that are designed for 8 to 10 students. Next year, each of those 16 classrooms will have between 20 and 30 students in them. Imagine trying to do your best work in a space designed for a third of the students that it will hold. Have you ever tried to work in a space that small? It affects us all. This school was designed for far fewer students than we have now and are projected to have in the very near future. We already have three substandard spaces for gym because we have no choice, and yet we have many more students coming.
I'm going to need you to sum up just in one statement.
Yep. Is there space for this site to be designated as historic? Absolutely. The school? Absolutely not. We've been fighting since 2009. Windows, stairs, roofs, and walls do make a building. They don't make a school. People do, and please consider how hugely negative this would be for the thousands of students and community members that you will be condemning to a substandard building.
Great. Thank you very much.